Hey, what's up everybody? Frank Valkyria. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a different video. This was a suggestion from Giovanni. I say Giovanni because I always forget how to pronounce Giovanni in Portuguese. So I assume that's Giovanni, your name. Great supporter of the page. Thank you so much for the so many suggestions. I don't always manage to satisfy everyone with all the suggestions I get every day through Instagram and in the comment section, but you know, every now and then I try my best, especially for the more insisting ones, which I appreciate the support, I appreciate the persistence, I appreciate your presence. So let's go together, let's check this 10 cities, Cidades Mais Bonitas do Brasil. Okay, man. I put some copyright free bossa nova in the back because I'm pretty sure this video is music that gets copyrighted. Okay, where are we here? Campos do Jordão, Sao Paulo. Really? This looks like it could be like somewhere like in Austria or something. Is it also cold in between the mountains here, like, or is it? It looks like it's more mountainous. Wow. If I didn't know, I thought it was somewhere in Europe. I don't know, in Germany or something. Also, this one, very old, Gothic, neoclassical. Look at that, huh? A lot of old buildings. Wow, we got the obelisk there. Masonic signs. João Pessoa, Paraíba. And there's so many skyscrapers in those cities. Crazy. Look at that. Wow. This looks nice. These all like Portuguese influence. We got the 60s architecture. Probably those bridges, that's for how long they're there. There is like some kind of weird newer architecture here and there, which honestly for me it's not very appealing. But the old stuff, it's pretty awesome. Like this stuff, why people would do that, you know? Such a beautiful beach with that, like, look like the wedge on the beach, on a beautiful environment. Sometimes I don't understand architects and the city planning. It is much more like Victorian and of course 19th century, that part before, like also this. Gramado. It's funny, this is a bougainville. That's we have also in Italy a lot. It's actually very common in the south. Oh. Which part do you have the snow in Brazil? Towards the south, I would imagine, right? It's center north, it's like equator, or am I wrong? It's funny, this stuff looks like it could be also some American cities in a more mountainous environment. Those are large cities, wow. This is very famous. Oh, this is nice. Those pictures, they move too quickly. They don't give me the time to go like, oh, wait a second. Brasilia. This is really nice. Ouro Ouro Preto, Porto. This looks like could be a city in Portugal. That lovely, look at how lovely old architecture. Very decorative. Definitely this could be somewhere like, I don't know, this could be Lisboa, some village in Portugal, Lisboa, or in the south, I don't know, like very nice. Also very nice that it's preserved as well. It looks also kind of warm and humid too. It's like, it looks like probably it's in a very like subtropical part. Wow, look at those cities, man. There's such large cities. This looks like also it could be like in Mexico, Marina Playa del Carmen or something. Where you have those newer cities, or even like it looks like a little bit like Miami, it could be. Wow, it's amazing. Of course, I absolutely no idea of the so many cities you have in Brazil. It's such a large country. But there's also a lot of the country that it's still forest. I mean, jungle, inhabited, it's large. I guess the condensation of population, it's more towards the sea. I mean, the border towards the north? I don't know. Oh, this is nice. Everything that looks a little bit like the older part of a city, it's super, super awesome. Like this part. Wow. And of course, it's just areas. It's a lot of you know, it's like a lot of monuments, but there's also a lot of new stuff like this. I'm not super fan of that stuff, honestly. But I mean, living on the sea like that, it's also quite spectacular. And of course, Rio de Janeiro with the very peculiar hills mountain range. It's so peculiar because those type of mountains, the way they are, like, it kind of reminds you a little bit also of Thailand or somewhere like in those areas where you have similar things. Wow, this part of the beach is huge, man. Wow. It's a massive area, man. Look at that. A lot of high rises. Dude, watch out. Wow. I mean, climate-wise, you know, and the colors and the drama of the mountains, I mean, it's unmatched. In a way, it's a pity that, you know, like basically every other urban area in the world, the sprawl of high rises and big buildings, you know, has somehow taken a little bit away from the beauty of the landscape itself, which is so unique. Look at this, how unique those mountains like range with all type of shapes and this really like steep, you know, cones going up like that, and then those valleys in between. Look how nice in both sides, you know, like of the sea. I assume this is, if this is internal on this side, it's probably quieter, of course, because in the winter you don't get big waves or whatever. And I mean, the privilege of having so much beach, you know, beaches just flanking everything, it's awesome. But you see, like those incredible, ugly, high, tall buildings sprouting everywhere, they do take away a little bit, but you know, that's the same like even Hong Kong, you know, like looks like a little bit like with those mountains, and then there are a ton of those freaking skyscraper, you know, in that way. Sometimes I wondered this like 100 years ago, you know, this 100 years ago must have been like, wow, literally like paradise, with just fewer houses, maybe just the fewer influences, of course, of the immigrants from Europe. But still, even with the sprawl of so much, you know, concrete, there are still pockets I can see. Like, look at this. It's like truly. I mean, there is a reason why also it's so renowned as a city, Rio de Janeiro. It's like this part here in the front there. Yeah, it's actually quite dense. Now that I look at it in this way, I love how like you never notice, because usually you always see this part or like some of the more famous peaks, but in fact it's quite scattered with the smaller islands, the smaller mountains and hills connected, creating pockets of bays, which is very interesting. And again, really like kind of subtropical Thailand or whatever, or even like the Bay of Hong Kong or something. Of course, you know, across the planet, the geography sort of repeats itself a little bit, I think. Certain, like, you know, parallels. So in that way, it shouldn't be too surprising. We are all here on this spinning thing called Earth. Yeah, I'm sure there's much more to see, for sure, like, and explore. But yeah, it's like I'm sure like the good areas, you know, like, I mean, the areas where it's a little bit more relaxed, I don't know, not super crowded, must be like fantastic. I wonder which part is it, because this looks quite dense, this part here. Probably, I don't know if this is the main part of the city. Looks like really dense of both like life, traffic and everything. So I wonder, like, I don't know, this area here or more towards those other areas, how it is. Nice. See, like, how scattered, like, really cool. It's like also here looks much quieter, but maybe it's, you don't know, maybe there you cannot even get there. Maybe a natural park or something, you know, where you see less houses. It could be also a natural park or nice bay like this, man. It's like you offered a lot of protection also from the big currents of the ocean. That makes it pretty cool, actually. Really nice. Wow, look at this beach. It's awesome, man. Yeah. Not a bad life, I think. Not a bad life at all in Rio like that. Not bad at all. I see why people go. Actually, recently, a friend of mine, client, which we work with, you know, that we supply them his restaurant. He recently was in Brazil, I messaged him and he told me, it's like, I don't want to come back. It's like, hey, I understand. It's like, if you're the good weather and like beaches and everything, especially as Italian from the south, we love the summer. So it's like places like Brazil, you know, we a lot of Italians, we have a strong connection to that kind of beach life that you see always in Rio de Janeiro, you know, like, so in that way it's very appealing, because we spend 2-3 months in the summer, like, you know, proper summer. But anyway, guys, thank you so much, Giovanni, for this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you want to see a video like this, please, you know, let me know, we'll do it. And I'll see you next time. You take care. If you want to see another video, you're welcome to do so. Ciao.